What's up, everybody? Today we are going to be looking at the village of Edenfield, and we're going to start off here on the northeast corner. This is where Bexley Trail and McNeil come together right at the roundabout here. So we're looking south over Edenfield, and you can see it's been a minute since I've been over here, but there is definitely new construction. Look at all the houses. I have not been over here since they started doing any of this, the foundations, the houses. Quite a few houses already in here. They're kind of wrapping up LaGrange over there and down south of Wellpoint. You see the Woodlands Championship Golf Course. This is the eastern side. It is split by Corbin Trail. And then down here you have the Edenfield Mail and Rec Center, where you're going to be able to pick up your mail and all that stuff. Coming along nicely. It's got the roofs on, the pool's in place, little kidney bean shape. The walls in this area have been up for quite some time. I did a video on that a while ago. We're facing south. You can see some new homes up here in the top right corner, and you'll get a sense of where this is exactly once we start panning around, and I'll show you. But Eastport is up in the top right hand corner. The good thing about this neighborhood is it's just south of McNeil Drive. So you have the pitch and putt. You also have quick access to the Bexley Bridge there to go over into Sawgrass Grove. And you're going to have a championship golf course, the Woodlands Championship Golf Course right there. So if you're into recreation and golfing, this is definitely a neighborhood that you might want to consider. We do have the Saint-Tropez Rec Center right here just north of McNeil Drive, which is super close. You got the Live Oak Pitch and Putt. There's also an executive course over here, which you'll be able to see. I'll point out. It's kind of to our right now, and it's split by McNeil Drive. McNeil Drive goes down into Wellpoint and all the way over to Marsh Bend Trail. Marsh Bend Trail will take you north and south, so you could go south down toward Eastport. Or I don't know why you would do that, because you would just take Bexley Trail, but you could Eastport or Middleton, those kind of areas. You see some of the new housing over here as well, and again, this is facing south toward the Eastport Town Center. Eastport Town Center is actually in the top right hand corner of your screen there. Sorry if you hear Elias, he's playing video games next to me, so he's making some noises. But as we pan over to the right here, we're looking southwest, and we're going to be looking to the west here in a second. And you see Oak Hollow there, and you also see Wellpoint is right here on the right hand side. The Wellpoint Recreation and Mail Center is also on McNeil Drive, just like Edenfield. It's a pretty central location north of like the northern edge of the Eastport area and the southern edge of, or just south of, Monarch Grove. Flying over the golf course here, the Woodlands Championship Golf Course. And you can see the trailers coming in here. They have several trailers with the walls. There is Eastport up in your top right hand screen. That is the downtown Eastport area, or the town center, depending on what you prefer to call it. And then you have a lot of these trailers coming into this area, so you know what's coming next. A bunch of precast walls already made out over in the industrial park and hauled over here, ready to get put up. There was some cranes over there as well. You can see the Farragut softball complex in that top right corner. Honestly, I'm interested about the east side of Bexley here. Bexley is running Bexley Trail. That's the road that's running left and right on your screen, kind of toward the top where those trees are. And I'm interested to see how the other side is going to pan out, the east side of Bexley. They were supposed to have a hospital that was going over there. UF Shands, I believe, was a hospital that was supposed to come in, and it was going to be a teaching hospital. And they have since said that that's not going to happen. So I'm interested to see how that plays out. I know they have a lot of things going on with the village's health and how that's working out the sale, and the government's trying to object to certain things that the villages is attempting to do. Bexley Trail is now on our right hand side. There's the executive golf course toward the northeast side. It's just on the northern side of McNeil Drive, and that's Laurel Oak Executive Golf Course. Again, if you followed Bexley over the north, you would see it goes just into Sawgrass Grove, Southern Oaks Golf Course, and where all that is. Right now we're flying over that eastern boundary, which is Bexley Trail, and looking kind of northwest, panning to the north a little bit. And we're gonna look at the east side of Bexley as well. This is the area that they said that UF Shands was going to go initially when they first announced the Continuing the Dream. And this was the kind of the northern eastern side of where all this was, just south of the turnpike, because you had that 470 exit. And now it appears that this is going to be just more houses and commercial. It's interesting because I'm starting to see a pattern of a lot of backing off of the commercial and other projects that they were thinking about, especially with the Middleton area, and turning that into regular retirement housing. Tell me what you think about that in the comments. I'm interested to see your perspective. So as we face the south here, we are looking at where Beautyberry and Honeysuckle Executive Golf Courses will be. You can't see them currently. They are down across the street from Water's Edge, across Bexley Trail. But Bexley Trail bisects this entire area. So you can see that they're bringing in all the pipes for the retention ponds, and that's what they do initially when they prep an area. I mean, aside from taking all the trees out, but they are starting to landscape. They are starting to landscape some of this area. You can see the limestone around the ponds. I've talked about this before, but they get the limestone from the areas that they clear out. So like when they cleared this area, they took the limestone rock, they stacked it in a pile, and then they use that, and they refurbish some of these pond edges so that they don't collapse into the retention pond. And then they have the for lack of better terms, I guess at this point, the sewer system or the water direction system, where they level the ground and they use the clay to make the water run certain ways, and then they filter that water back and forth to the other retention ponds using all the pipes and things that they put in place. That way they keep areas from flooding, and they also keep areas well equipped with water for the retention ponds, which is what they use to water the lawns and all that kind of stuff. That's all reclaimed water, and there is quite a bit of iron in some of that water, so if it's close to your white fences, it can leave iron stains and things of that nature. But it's pretty cool. The whole process is neat. They've had a lot of people come in from all over the world and look and see how the villages moves water from one area to the other as well. You can see how big this entire Continuing the Dream portion is, especially south of the turnpike. And you can see St. Catherine up there in the distance, Hawkins, and some of those other areas like Newell, which are north of the turnpike. Southern Oaks Championship Golf Course is also close to this, which is a great thing. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. It would mean the world to me if you subscribe, if you're already not. And as always, I will see you in the next one.